it play and call it work.
Hey there guys, Cullen here from MiniWarGaming.com for another open vault. This will be the first open vault of 2019, so if you're not familiar with the open vault, it is just a behind-the-scenes style show where I walk around and see what everyone's up to, kind of bother them and say hi and check on what everyone's up to in the day of a mini wargamer. So we'll start off with me and what I am up to. So right now, I am in the Forge, of course. We got Rob back here, who we'll talk to in a second. Hi, Rob.
Hello.
And of course, yeah, the Forge is obviously the room where we film all of the D&D in, so it's kind of a little bit of a mess. But that is actually what I am working on editing right now. Just getting out the episode of D&D, just cutting off the countdown at the beginning there, and trimming the the middle kind of period where they stop, and just for everyone who wants to see just D&D, it'll just move on with the show and not have to skip, you know, a good 20 minutes in the middle there. So that's just that, and then I'll render it off tonight and post it or upload it tomorrow, so it's posted for Friday. So this video is filmed on Wednesday, and then it comes out on Thursday, so if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be out tomorrow. Heroes of Herrenberg, episode 5, which is obviously us again returning. There was one period over the break where we had to miss an episode, which was very unfortunate, but that was due to Matthew being sick, as again, it is the season of cold, so it's just the way it goes, and unfortunately we missed an episode, but we're back to it, and as well as all of our other shows were off because of everyone's on holidays and such, so now that everyone's back, all the live shows should be, you know, continuing as their schedule was before, and hopefully we'll be getting some new live content in 2019. Got some ideas for some new stuff. But there was actually a question in one of the open vaults of, is this cable still kind of janky like it was before? And the answer is yes. I did a little bit of cleaning it up, but I mean, it works, and yeah, I don't know. It's going to stay, and it's not going to be a problem. So that's kind of what I got to say. You can kind of see that we actually had some Dwarven Forge terrain. For anyone who doesn't know, it's this kind of dungeon-esque kind of walls and things that actually one of the players, Jeremy, it's actually his personal set of Dwarven Forge, so they come in these cool kind of, you know, tiles with the walls attached, and you can kind of connect them all and build all these super cool dungeons. Makes it a little tough to do the filming, but again, with the top-down camera, it is very beneficial because sometimes the camera that we use, it goes right there. Sometimes I get, you know, the things in the way here, the walls, if the miniatures are here, are tough to see. But once they get over here, I can totally capture them. And if you want to see this in action, make sure to check out the D&D episode. And of course, it's obviously D&D, and it's a lot of fun. So, Robbie, it's on to you now.
I
did my little ramble. So what have we got set up, other than what looks like a bunch of nonsense?
It's not nonsense.
So you got, build yourself a little set here with the Zone Mortalis, using the nice little flat pieces as a backdrop, which seems to work rather well.
Oh, it covers up the background, so when I'm taking pictures, you don't see the computer in the background. It kind of brings you more into that environment.
Yeah. You don't, especially being in this studio where it's all wood. If you're in, you know, a space station, there wouldn't be wood and rocks in the background.
Well, you would hope not, unless it's, you know, like orcs have taken over.
I guess, yeah, and it's like crash landed.
Yeah.
Always a possibility for sure. So what are these images for? What kind of...
This is for one of Luca's Deathwatch Resurrection.
Right, the new Deathwatch series that Luca is taking charge of.
Yes.
As Josh is the player. Which, how many episodes have kind of gone out? Has it been just one?
The first two, episode 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 is out this week, if I'm not mistaken. And then 5 and 6 will be out next week. This is what I'm working on right now, is 5 and 6.
Okay. And yeah, Luca did the recording for the voiceover this morning.
Yes.
So now you're just obviously getting your photos to do the nice kind of cinematic style of just instead of Luca sitting there talking or such.
I did all of Luca's audio, cleaned it up and everything, and put all the music in it and everything. So now I just have to take the images to do for it. And every time I listen to his audio, I write, which is called,
oh boy.
As you can tell, these are shotless. So I listen to what Luke is talking about, so then I write down who's in it and any keynotes as, okay, he's in this part of the ship, or they're in this section, or what have you. Then I compare that to the video, the battle report, see what kind of terrain they use, so it matches it up and it all works.
Yeah, and exactly. And then you get individual shots, because sometimes for the voiceovers, you have character dialogue and such. So getting a picture of the person who would be talking, that kind of stuff, is super nice. And
yeah, for sure. It's a lot of fun doing this. I really enjoy taking pictures. It brings me back to when I used to be a photographer for weddings and everything else.
Okay.
And it just, I love taking pictures, and what better pictures to take than ones of great painted miniatures that will not move around. And
exactly. You don't have those people, I don't want to be in a photo.
Yeah, it's a still life.
They don't have a choice.
Ooh. What, no.
No?
Oh.
So then that's one, and then you got another one set up over here, right?
Yes.
Of the actual Death Watch guys themselves.
Yep.
Again, kind of in a little desert thing, which I assume, again, matches the battle report, because you try to do as good of a job of...
Oh yeah, like what I try to do is, again, when I'm watching the videos, I'll get the terrain that is in each of the battle reports, but sometimes it don't work that way because they're using the same terrain in different battle reports that are going on
simultaneously. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I have to find stuff that is close to the same thing, and then just take really close shots of the miniatures and blur the background out a bit so it still resembles it.
Yeah, and it's the same thing for some of the unique characters that are in the actual campaigns. Especially the ones who are more behind the scenes and not actually represented on table in games. Like, I believe that lady there, she is not actually in the campaign, right?
She is.
Oh, she is?
She's
okay.
in every one of the episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But I know that for some of them, there's not really miniatures that represent everybody.
Yeah, a lot of times, you just got a proxy and a miniature for this, because it's mentioned a lot into whatever episode it is doing the voiceover, but it's not shown in the battle report.
Yeah.
So therefore, I have to kind of create a proxy. And she's in all the battle reports. She's a very significant part, but it don't specifically show her in the battle reports. Again, this is kind of like she's a proxy for it.
Yeah. Yep. And the same with, or the guy you have there too, right? The navigator there?
Yeah, this is Inquisitor Rin.
Okay. And again, that's just the Imperial Navigator, I think, from Blackstone Fortress.
Yes.
So that's the good thing about some of these, the specialist games and those board games, where you get some really cool miniatures that sometimes you're not able to always use them in game, but for things like this, that actually works really well.
Oh, you can, again, proxy in whatever you want.
And then here's your other cast members, I guess, for the photos.
Just fill in the background when needed.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
Cool. So I guess everyone will be seeing that soon.
Next week, probably.
And then anything else going on with Rob's life? It was the New Year's. It was Christmas. How was that for you?
It was very quiet. I loved it. I love quiet, especially over holiday season. But I do love when my family do come over. Like, my daughter come over with the grandkids.
Okay.
And they
nice.
There's a jungle gym like usual. Climb on top. Hey, Grandpa, watch this. I'll do a triple backflip off your shoulders. Stepping up on my face and everything. No, I'm not going to do that, Grandpa. Okay, that's no problem.
Grandpa's just like, get off me, kid.
No. They can climb on me all they want. They love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fun. But other than that, just fairly chill?
Yeah, pretty chill. Like, I'm picking up the granddaughters on Friday, and I'm going to introduce them to board games. They're still really young, but they just got a Pokemon board game for Christmas.
Ooh.
So I may turn them into board game maniacs.
Fun stuff, which is, of course, shameless plug for Rob's channel.
Yes, well, they're maniacs already because they have my blood and DNA into them.
That's just part of being part of your family, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Anything fun or new going to be happening in your channel that's worth mentioning here? Because I know you've been also doing some Twitch stuff and some live stuff.
I've been doing tons and tons of research mostly. Like every month I'm devoting a specific game so that there's 4 main videos, the meat and potatoes of the month, is devoted to that specific game. But then you have one-off games in between that.
Okay.
And we're just preparing to do a live stream of Rick and Morty, the card game.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, we're going to be giving actually Pickle Rick.
A big stuffed one?
Yep.
Or okay, cool.
It's not stuffed, it's an actual Pickle Rick game. You get Pickle Rick and 2 miniatures with it, and there's games into it. The Max Aggression, Dan from Max Aggression actually donated to the channel
Oh,
as
cool.
a giveaway.
Awesome.
So that's what we're planning on doing for the giveaway for that too as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun because Rick and Morty is has a huge following.
Oh, for sure.
And I've seen maybe like 3 or 4 episodes.
It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Pretty entertaining. I enjoy.
I laughed. I laughed at it.
I enjoy it. It is definitely different.
I just don't have the time to watch TV that often, so.
And I understand that for sure. There's 1,000 other things people got to do in their lives, and
Yeah. Miniatures, painting miniatures, board games, and being a maniac.
all right. Well, we will leave you to your maniacery.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a
sure.
good word. I'm taking that and copywriting it.
Good. I don't want it. And then one of the other things for D&D that I forgot to mention is that Ben has a new model, a new monk character. Ooh, cool. Now, again, I guess spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, but cool models, always fun to look at. And then Erin isn't here. I don't know where she is. Probably the bathroom. We'll keep going, and we'll go to Chris next. Hey, Chris. Open vault time. Oh. Gives me that look. What is Chris up to, both in life and over the holidays? And how did it go?
Holidays, life in general is good. Really good, actually. And holidays were chill. It was just friends and family, and spending with my kids. And I took the holidays off right till the 2nd or 3rd is when we came back to work. Santa was good. Had a good time. Didn't eat too much, thankfully.
That's always the struggle over the holidays.
It is, yes, it is. It is because one friend, she's a really good baker and such. And so she makes lots of stuff, and it's
I'll only have one.
like some sort of sugar junkie kind of thing. I just got to watch myself, and so but otherwise, holidays were good. Nothing terribly exciting to report there. It's not like got big expenditures. Kids were happy, and that's all that matters.
Good.
We're back to work. I'm continuing on. With as far as the Painting Academy is concerned, we are now basically we're cresting the hill of it, and we're on our way back down the end of the tunnels. We're starting to see light there. So, now mind you, we've already started posting videos on it and everything like that, and everybody's been able to see as far as what the subject matter and everything is going to be like. And but mind you, though, this whole thing is not really meant to be parsed out in this kind of way, in our normal kind of fashion of just daily kind of videos. This is really kind of more intended to be like, here's the whole thing, here's where you start, here's additional stuff, and then even more stuff. Go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
it's supposed to be one big package, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's intended as one big thing, and it's not meant to be just kind of trickled out like this. This is just so that, really kind of more or less early feedback.
Getting some stuff out there, feeling out how people think of it, and maybe throwing in some other ideas for future stuff and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really what it is. And so, but and of course, I've always cautioned everybody, this is not for intermediates or advanced people. This is for the absolute beginners. Anybody who's been afraid to hold a paintbrush, this is what this Painting Academy is for. It's for everybody who's out there who's wanted to paint the miniatures but doesn't know how, doesn't know where to start. This is the series for them.
Okay, cool beans.
But otherwise, everything's good.
Live show's it's back, right?
Yeah, live show. We did the live show last week. We gave away the 3rd set of Turbo Dork paints.
Those guys there?
I got my hands on some new ones.
Ooh.
Yeah. But we're giving away. So this Friday will be the last set we're giving away. So we're giving away the original 16, the first 16 colors in the series. They don't have this label. This is the old original label. Their new labels are this flashier,
kind of cooler, much more stylized.
And I love this color. This is like a turkey. This is their new colors. Oops, jeez. These are their new colors. I have yet to play with them yet. So, but I'm super excited about playing with them.
Awesome.
And we're gonna give away one final set of Turbo Dork paints, the original paint set. You can still get them, of course, but check them out at turbodork.com. Color shift paints and metallics. That's currently what their range consists of. Fantastic colors. I really like the fact that they're going into places with some of these new colors like this. Like I said, this one here is my favorite. This is a turquoise. It's a metallic turquoise. So immediately, my first thought, and of course I mentioned this to one of our guests yesterday or day before. Anyway, he was talking about Alpha Legion. And I
For
said,
sure.
this is the color for you. Alpha Legion, this is the color for Alpha Legion. This blue-green, this is the color. It's orange metallic. You don't see orange metallics. It's kind
No.
of color, but not. I mean, and you know, it's fantastic. I'm excited to play with these. I'm really looking forward to it. And so yeah, that's really all that's going on with me. And of course, you know, Painting Auxilium is on Twitch at 1 p.m. on this Friday, which is the 11th.
Yep. So it'll be again. These videos come on Thursday, so the day after. So if you're seeing this and want a chance to win,
Yeah, you got to be there live. I'll draw it at some point in the show. I might do it at the beginning, might do it in the middle, might do it at the end.
Okay. Keeping it loosey goosey.
Always. It's always fluid, man. It's just everything's just free flowing. It's all easy going. Nothing rigid. Just straight up.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it and have a good week.
Later.
Then we're gonna stop into Mike, who's got a bunch of stuff on the go here. It looks like.
How's it going?
Not too bad, buddy.
For a while. Has it already been? This is your first one after the holidays?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Last week, obviously, some people were like, "Where was it?" But again, when I filmed these on Wednesday, we did the live show on Wednesday, so it kind of threw that off. So we're back to it.
Oh, what do I have? Oh man.
Cause you got stuff up here, you got stuff down there.
Well,
you got
I know. Yeah.
stuff in there.
I have a box down here. I think we already showed off all the.
Yeah, the Free Guild stuff there. Yep.
I'm running out of space. Dave just told me today that the new building, I have like wall-to-wall shelves in my new office.
Fantastic.
This won't be an issue anymore, which is awesome.
Because a lot of this stuff is just like it's in the queue to make the videos on, right?
So like I have a stack of papers here. These are all their specifications for their video.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're filming this Friday to get all these out of the way. So my desk will be a lot cleaner after.
So we got some orcs here.
Some orcs, yeah. And
Some tank bustas.
Some Megakin guys.
Yep, some of the other guys from the box set there.
Yeah. So this is just the random stuff that Lee had.
Right, just trying to clear out some of the extra stuff that Lee had in the basement.
Yeah, so that's
because
just a few of those.
obviously we're going to be moving soon, and the less we have to move, I guess, the better. Even though we'll be moving paint and stuff, but
yeah, exactly.
Get a little bit off Lee's new office, right?
I don't think they saw these. I actually have to fix them.
Some new Slanesh rhinos.
Yep. So we have more of them, but we'll see them in a few weeks.
Or did I say rhinos? I meant land raiders. That was my bad.
Exactly. We have another
Snail Man.
This is the one that we already had. We have another one right here.
Second Snail Man.
Yes, we have two of those.
I love this model.
Slimux, I think they're called.
I don't know exactly what it's called, but
that's
it's called Gary the Snail.
Gary. Okay, yeah. Then what's his name? Because there's two. Is there two Garys?
I'm trying to think of. There's definitely was another snail in SpongeBob.
How about Gary and Jerry? How about that?
That works too.
And then
That
which
works
one's
too.
Gary and which one's Jerry?
Whatever one you feel like that day. Well, let's go with the one that's more purple. That could be Gary.
Okay.
Because that makes sense.
We'll go
He
with
was
that.
pink and purple, so. And they got I don't know if those guys were showing off the big guys, and you got an ogre in there as well.
Oh yeah, these have been here for a while. So.
Okay.
I think. Oh yeah, we got a new Tyrant. So he was part of this set here.
Okay.
So this guy, these are all from one painter. These two are from one painter. These go with the guys down here, and those have two different painters. This is from another painter. This is from another painter. So like it's kind of all over the place, but it all makes sense in my mind.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As long as Mike has got it under control, it's all good.
As long as I have it, we're good.
And of course, there's a bunch of other stuff floating around out, right?
Yeah, like 30, I think. I'm not going to pull up the papers, but there's about 30 painters working right now.
Okay.
I'm going to keep track of them, talking to them. What else? Oh yeah, this is the Turbodor stuff we're giving away. It's the actual box of paint.
Oh, okay.
So what people are giving
That's the
away.
one that's going to be given away this week.
I think I showed you this earlier.
Yeah, okay, you got to see this. This thing's fun.
So this was a stocking stuffer. I'm going to send it towards you.
Oh no. Ooh,
Oh, I'm
it's a little.
It's a
I can't keep up with it. Ooh. And it bounces.
It just, yeah, that's it.
It is highly entertaining,
He's a one-trick pony.
but when it flies around,
I got it.
Dan's got him. Oh.
It's coming at me.
The control of that thing.
It gives me anxiety because I never know where it's going to go, and then it hits a wall.
Oh, but it's alive.
Ah,
Block.
It's gonna trim someone's beard.
Just Matthew's face.
Coming for me, man.
Are you just pushing up? Is that the only control?
No, there is no
There's
controls.
a little obstacle thing on its foot.
There's no control.
Oh, you're not controlling it?
No,
It's shooting itself?
Yep.
that's it.
Until it.
That's if you grab it.
Just grab it. Nothing happens.
Well, like you can do this, and it goes up.
Oh, I see.
And then it's.
He doesn't know what to do.
It'll come down. It'll come down.
Will it?
Will it come down?
It will. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually impressive that it has.
Yeah. It's pretty stable. So there's like a little optical sensor on his foot, right?
How do you
So
tell if it stops?
you just grab it like this.
Boom.
Weird. You're not afraid to grab it?
No, it's not like it doesn't hurt.
Like,
But yeah, that's
Hear it, right?
yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
it's just a little.
It just has a little optical sensor. That's it.
I didn't believe it when you said it.
Nice catch. So I've done that a few times, right?
Goodbye, flying minion.
And yeah, that's Mike and the shenanigans that we've been getting up to today. So I will see you later, Mike.
So yeah, nice to see you guys.
But yeah.
And Steve. What are we working on?
I am finally finishing my Beastman models that have been, like, started a long time ago. Finishing the basing, you mean? Hi, everybody. Hey.
Yep, so we got
Probably got some tufts in from Gamer's Grass.
boom, Gamer's Grass, Gamer's Grass.
I love their tufts. Actually, I don't really have terrain turned me on to these guys.
Okay. He was the one who recommended them to you?
Yeah, I bought that Rohan army off of him.
Right.
And tufts and stuff on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like all different sizes, so I ordered a bunch. They were kind enough to send us a whole bunch of stuff. We have a whole box under here. So it's time to actually finish these Beastmen.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's... Do you still have... Yeah, okay, so there's one without any tufts.
And still the gray rim.
And then that's with tufts. And then
these
that's...
ones are done.
Yeah, and it just makes them look so much more completed.
Yep. Now they're finished models.
Just the black little trim there and
Surprised
everything.
Nobody's commented on it and all the bad reps they've been in that were not fully painted. Or
Again.
completed.
They were almost there. They're like 95%.
I thought I'd go with the rim the same color as the base, but I didn't end up liking it.
Okay.
Yeah, back to black.
Yeah, it's almost like it needs that little bit of contrast there to make it feel completed and finished.
Yeah.
Because it just makes the base pop more, I think.
A lot of people do the same color. I don't know, I've seen a lot. I never think bad of it. I always kind of like it, but for me, it just didn't work.
I find one of the biggest things is, yeah, when you see what other people do and you're like, that's really cool. But then you try to do it and you're like, I'm doing the exact same thing and I don't like it.
It takes me a long time to get comfortable with new techniques, like a long time. I've been painting for, 20 some odd years. Cullen, you've been painting for like what, 3?
4?
4?
Since as long as I've been at MiniWarGaming, pretty much?
Pretty much mastered like weathering and damage on vehicles and stuff on year 1. When I just got comfortable with it like a month ago.
I mean, that was it was terrifying to start because you have a nice completed model and you're like, I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna ruin it.
I know. It was easy to do with orcs, right? I don't think I have. They're all at home actually. It's easy to do with orcs. Like I figure, like you can't ruin an orc.
Right. Exactly.
Like they're supposed to be all messed up. Oh, I got ink in the wrong spot. It's a rough spot now. Orcs
Just-
are a good army to learn how to do.
Just kind of run with it and yeah, as a beginner army and
Oh, that didn't work, but it kind of works for the orcs. Okay. Oh, that's gone forever.
that's how it goes. It's gone. And yeah, what's new with Steve? The holidays and everything.
Oh, the holidays are finally over.
You want them to be over?
Well, it was a busy time.
I mean,
I didn't have time to do anything.
you took a good portion of it off because you were actually dog sitting.
Yes, a giant 7-month-old, 130-pound Great Dane.
Yeah, that would be Drewski's dog, and if you go back far enough in the open vaults, you can see it when it's a puppy, and probably maybe knee height. And now, how tall is it?
It is the big dumb giant.
Oh, jeez,
Just a big dumb giant.
that's fantastic. So that's always fun.
Good dog though.
Good. And I feel like I was gonna say something else to you.
There's something to do with the stuff on my desk. What's on my desk is interesting. Nothing.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. The
Oh,
first
yes.
video came out on the weekend.
Yes, actually it did, didn't it?
Mhm.
It got a lot more views than I expected.
For not really doing any kind of,
Right.
because we never really marketed it or
Don't know
promoted
if
it.
the audience wants it. I know that I just said that. People are gonna say, yeah, we wanted it, but are they gonna keep? I don't know. I think we gotta.
Whether it's yeah, like because there's only one, everyone wants to watch the first one, and whether they'll keep coming back, that'll be
right.
an experiment for the next little while. And
I'll definitely do some more.
Mhm.
If you guys keep watching it, I'll keep doing it, I guess. Well, actually, we'll keep doing it. I mean, you're working on Easterlings. Did you
I
show up
am.
yet?
No, I'll be getting over there. I got some new stuff today.
Everybody's got something. Aaron's got Dale. Josh, you got Orc Hunters. Luke has got a Isengard and various everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch has got 12 of everything now.
Of course, as Mitch do. And I think Kenny's got the Goblin Town and all that. So everyone's we got a decent number of like some variation in our armies. So hopefully we'll be able to do some stuff if you guys want it, of course.
Great Eagles. Lightning's Great Eagles.
No, is it fantasy again?
Yeah. I've already packed up, right? But the Eagles have moved over to the Lord of the Rings box.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. That's the thing that doesn't get packed up.
I would love to play against them still. I don't want to without playing games with the Great Eagles on the field.
And so, what is all this stuff here, Steve?
Okay, I should say there's a guy who's been here for a while. I can't remember his name. What's his name? He's worked here for a while, but he's like on and off in the summer a lot. He just took over my office. Oh, Cullen. Cullen.
Ah,
Yeah, Cullen took over my office, kicked me out. So I'm over here in a corner now, and then
I like how I kicked you, and not Matthew or the people in charge.
you got Fort Cullen over there. And Matthew took
It's
over.
Fort Sit and Talk. I would prefer.
Just bring on miniature zone.
Yeah,
That's a third of my armies. No, it's not even a third of my armies. That is 1, 2, 3 of my armies.
So what do we got? We got Dark Angels.
Dark Angels, Chaos Space Marines, and High Elves.
Okay.
They're all going home.
And then to be just stored for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of played them, had your fun with them for a while.
Yeah, people aren't coming in for fantasy. We don't play fantasy anymore, so it's all my fantasy armies are taking up 4 or 5 of the shelves.
Yeah, you used to have the whole right cabinet.
Side.
Yeah.
All fantasy miniatures. It's just taking up space that we don't need. We need miniatures that we use in the regular in those cabinets. So yeah, they have to all come out. And then, the Dark Angels and the Chaos Space Marines are going to be played for a while. It's nothing about Orcs. And Primaris Raven Guard, so those are 240k armies. So there's no point in having them sit up taking space at the moment. We're about to move. It's just we're in a weird spot at the moment.
Yeah, with the move coming up and everything, it's...
I'm happy to pre-pack some of my armies. I don't have to rush and get them all broken. That took my time.
True.
They're all wrapped nicely in foam and trays or whatever. So yeah, I'm actually dreading the move. I'm happy to move, but I'm just dreading the actual move.
I think we all that's all in the back of our minds of like, oh no.
I think I have a strong feeling that Lisa spend a good month just repairing miniatures.
Oh. And organizing everything he has in his because he's gonna have to reorganize all of that. It's gonna be something.
It's not going to be a super smooth transition, but we'll be okay.
We will make it as smooth as hopefully possible.
The main problem is this is not an office full of laborers. We're all soft.
What? I don't know. I already told Matthew that I would volunteer to organize everything. I don't like cleaning, but I like organizing.
I actually want organizing, but organizing is pretty easy. What's they're gonna put? I'm assuming they put the shelves up. Matthew's gonna label everything.
I'm gonna label.
Okay,
it.
so you're gonna label everything, and then we're just gonna bring stuff over slowly.
I just want a label
I
maker.
just don't know how we're actually gonna do it. Are we actually gonna move the miniature? Are we just leave them in the trays and throw them in people's vehicles and just drive them over?
We will see, I guess, when we get there because we have
We'll
so.
probably spend less time repairing the miniatures from like the 3-minute drive than we would from packing them up. Like the time we would spend packing them up nicely.
Yeah, packing them up and then unpacking them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. It's something,
So,
all
I have
right.
to get all my stuff out of here before it actually gets moved.
Yes. All right. Well, I will leave you to your bases
I'll
and
get
your
back to
grass.
working here.
All right. Have a good day.
Later, dude.
And we got Josh and there's Aaron. You weren't at your desk.
No, I was here hiding from you.
Why are you hiding?
It's more fun.
What's Josh doing?
Question is, why aren't you wearing your costume?
No. That. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure?
If you're not following us on Facebook, you should. If you want to see me wearing that skeleton morph suit, flossing,
This thing is terrifying.
because I have a lot of shame about it. And if you could only hear the voices and the noises I was making while doing it, being like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, except for you didn't even put up a fight. You're like, I don't want to put the costume on, and then immediately just put it on.
Yep. I just complained about it while it was going on. And
You didn't even complain that much. You didn't put up a fight to not do it.
Just because he knew it was going to happen no matter what.
That's true. He's just giving up now.
it's a certain level of acceptance. And then sitting at home at night in my bed going, The internet saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So, how was your holidays?
Non-existent. I think I was here pretty much every day.
You
Fun.
missed a few.
Aaron was here every day.
I was here every day.
Aaron, move over a little
I
bit.
wanna.
There's a big light in the way.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, well, you're just a head behind a light now.
That's what she was going for.
There.
No, like I didn't really take a whole lot of like relaxed time because the schedule was kind of tight. It got tighter.
Yep,
So, yeah.
you've been because that's the other thing is like you've just been kind of responding to people's emails, and especially when people have time off, then they feel like they have time to email you, right?
Right, and that's one of the ones like obviously I try not to do much actually like on Christmas or New Year's, but I don't know, people know that I send them emails those days anyways. It's just whatever makes sense. It's very flexible.
Yep, when you got time and the benefit of just being able to respond quickly on your phone too.
Well, because I mean, ultimately, what it is, because I get pretty much all the emails on my phone, and if it's something I need to deal with immediately, I can just deal with it then. But otherwise, I'll skim it real quick, make sure it's not super immediate. I'll archive it until I got enough, until I got like a half dozen, so I can actually go sit down and do a bunch of emails and then let them kind of build up again. Tends to be the best way to do it. Because there's nothing worse than like showing up to work and you've neglected everything for a weekend or a couple days, and here's 78 emails. Try to keep track of 78 different people all asking for basically the same thing.
Keep them all straight, Josh.
Yeah.
Just based on names. Hopefully they don't have similar
Not even
names.
that Sometimes.
Sometimes not even that, yeah.
Sometimes they send aliases.
Yep.
Well, I always like when you put emails in and then someone shows up and they ask me where they go, and I just look at is this your email?
Yeah.
Okay, you're with this person.
The one that gets me, that's my favorite, is because usually there'll be like a whole thread of emails. So I'll be able to like read the previous emails and understand. But there's a couple folks that they'll send me a fresh email. So they'll be like, yeah, so we'll talk back and forth, and I get a random email from an email address I kind of recognize. But they basically go, were those dates we were talking about worked? I'm like,
No.
This is a fresh email. I don't know. I gotta go find your other emails now.
Making more work for Josh. So yeah, if anyone wants to bother Josh, just open a new email chain every time you respond.
I do.
The other, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The other one is when people, because you used to do all the emails. Did you ever have people switch their email address halfway through and start emailing from a different address?
Oh boy.
No, I never had that, but I had people change their name halfway through.
Okay.
Fun.
Because I've had a couple of people do the one
Like,
where,
I'll get a bunch from like Bob, and then all of a sudden I get some from KillDeath72.
yeah, because I'll have it where they'll be part of the thread, but like there's a bunch of emails missing. And then I figure out that they've switched their email address partway through.
It's like-
they were using their work one before, but now they're
Yeah.
using their personal. But they forwarded partway through the chain from the work one to the personal, and now they're replying back. But I'm like, I feel like I've talked to you about other stuff too. So
See, I'll get like something similar to that though, where I'll get them emailing in with the work address, looking all professional and everything, but they signed up with their personal one.
yeah.
So it's
Can you check
I
my
can't
email?
find you.
Yeah.
Or the other one I know is that because Aaron gets the emails first, and then typically sends off like the little kind of standard response with the questionnaire and all that. And I've noticed that if they don't really do a good job of answering the questionnaire, you just send them directly to me.
Oh yeah, it's your problem.
Yeah. Like this, I'm not being paid enough to do this.
So that's
If you
that.
wanted this portion of the job, it's all yours.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really want it. I just started doing it. And
It just became a thing. So if anyone wants to again bother Josh, just don't answer all the questions he sends you, because like it's not like
No, do answer them. They're
then you just
important.
don't get to show up to MiniWarGaming.
They are important questions. Answer all of them thoroughly.
Yeah.
But I thought you liked when you send 4 questions and people respond to one half.
Those are the worst. Because the questions, it's not actually that big of a deal. Like it's a fun part of the job, but there are times when I'm doing my best and trying to work with people in a very short time frame, and we'll ask, what game systems do you want to play? How many games have you played of the current edition of the system you want to play? When was the last game you played, and how comfortable do you feel with the rules? And it's when I get the email back and they're like, yeah, I've been playing since 5th edition.
Have you played the
Fifth-
current edition? Like, I don't know. The 5th edition of what?
Exactly. 5th edition of what game?
But you really like the ones that say, I played second edition.
Oh yeah, those are the toughies too. I haven't played since 2nd. Okay. Have you played any games since 2nd?
No. Maybe play some games first.
So those are the fun ones. Because I've explained my process to people in the past that whenever I get a bunch of emails and go through them, I'll email all the ones I can respond to quickly without having to think too much first. And then there's always like the 10 left over where it's like I'm really going to have to like dig into these to figure out how to help these folks get in to play games. So that's where it's always like partway through the day I'm like, oh, oof.
There's the wall I've been
Here's the wall that I-
procrastinating.
Live stream on.
Yeah, yeah.
Bug Aaron.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the live stream. Or I'm gonna listen to like one of the other YouTube channels in the background when I'm doing these.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Fun stuff.
always fun.
How is your YouTube recommended doing?
I fixed it again. Aaron went on my computer the other day and deleted all my YouTube watch history, and then searched a bunch of rando stuff.
So now you're just
basically a bunch of like rando political stuff, and so my
It wasn't
recommendation.
rando, it's just philosophy too.
so now your recommended videos
They were
are
all over the place because like I was trying to relax after going home the other day, and I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna go on my phone and just watch random videos while I'm making dinner and eating dinner, and I'm like, why are they recommending these? Like, what?
how is this related to anything?
Wow,
Oh,
no. Like, where's Forgotten Weapons? Like, where are my channels?
Nope.
it's now become the TV, and you're just flipping through a lot of garbage to find the one thing you might want to watch.
Yeah. So that was pretty bad.
Fun.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything like super exciting going on right now.
I mean, you and I played a game on Christmas Eve.
I can't think of anything super exciting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing
you
at
know.
all. That was awful. I just wanted to go home to my family. You kept me here till like 7 o'clock, Cullen.
That is completely incorrect. Kept you here till like
What?
4:30.
No. We were here well past 5:30.
I don't know if that's accurate.
100% it's accurate.
Well, I don't remember that part. I remember having
Now, I do
fun.
like how Cullen had never had a game of 8 before that and got a game in. I still can't.
No, he played 8 before. He
told me he didn't.
He had played 8 on camera.
I haven't played since Indexes. So a while.
Yeah, you
But
played probably maybe
still
8 than
on camera.
You didn't tell me how to
Just
play on
go,
camera.
just go pick somebody. Yeah. Hey, Steve.
Yeah,
Do you want to play a game against Aaron?
sure.
Okay, cool.
Cool, let's go.
Go play. Okay, go. He's right there.
Right now?
Do you want to play tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay, cool. There you go.
There.
There's your game tomorrow.
Wait, no, he's got tomorrow.
What? No, he doesn't. He's got Young Green Tour Friday.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it?
Hmm.
This is game with.
Gosh, why couldn't you do this 6 months ago when I was asking?
Because you never gave me. Because you don't answer the questions well enough.
I talk to you every day.
Wow, full circle conversation.
Just you talk to me every day doesn't mean you answer the questions I need to know.
For the small note of the Easterlings. Ooh look. I got 4 things. Or 5 things. Just some characters. That will be.
No, you're getting there.
I know.
I'm getting there faster.
Where's your stuff right now?
I've been working hard. I email Trevor at least like once every couple days to
Let them know how it's
know
going.
how's my stuff going.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So hopefully you'll have your stuff back fairly soon.
I don't know if I'll have it done, but he's showing up Monday to play. And I think he got most of it done, so I might be getting it back on Monday. I still don't know if I've got enough to play a proper game, but I could probably make do.
Mine's
I,
been done
studio
for a
stuff?
while. It just needs based by the person who said he'd want to base it.
Awkward. I gotta base my stuff too.
so you're just gonna base it all at once then?
Yeah.
Base your stuff and Aaron's stuff?
Okay, so the thing about Aaron's stuff is I'm very particular about the way I do basing. And
He didn't mention this beforehand. He just really likes basing.
yeah, I do, except for Aaron decided to glue her miniatures to the base in such a way that they're not going to come back off the base.
No, they definitely are not.
They're not. But you didn't prime the bases. So I don't think the Elmer's glue is going to stick to it. So I'll base them, but then like
There's
it was
primer on there.
You told me there wasn't primer on there.
No, I used primer on those.
You told me you used primer on the miniatures and they glued them to the bases after.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, well then yeah, I should be able to do it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Josh just hears what he wants to hear, apparently. That's what we're learning right
That's
now.
why it took 6 months for me to get a game.
Well, you got one now, so everyone can look forward to that.
How many points do you want to play, Steve?
2000.
Okay.
You get 2,000?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, you can play, Aaron.
2,000. I've got
Oh, so
2,000.
now you're starting to second guess yourself.
I've got 2,000 sisters.
Okay.
1,500 sisters, 500 allies.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Well, I'm gonna let you guys argue and continue, and I'm gonna carry on with this video. See ya.
See ya.
Well, that was fun. And now we're gonna move on to the games that are going on right now. If we saw Matt and Dan earlier, but we're gonna pop in and say hi.
How I feel about that. Okay. Spider Pig turn one.
Oh, did they hear me?
Yep.
Coming in with the open vault.
Oh,
Hello, hello.
good timing. We're just starting our second game.
Ooh,
Gloom Spite Gets.
you got 2 games in today.
Yeah,
Or-
well, the smaller ones. They're $12.50.
Okay.
To be honest, though, $12.50.
It's pretty fun. Like, it's got everything, you know.
Really? Okay.
Well, you can't you definitely feel like you have to make a choice. You can't be like, I want to bring all the cool stuff they can do. You have to be like, you focus on one thing instead.
Right.
But
So we
you're still able
got.
to have variety. Like my first game, I did half Moon Clan, half Spider Fang. And This
Okay.
one's 99% Spider Fang with 1 Fungoid Cave Shaman because I had 90 points left over.
Okay.
And there's a really cool spell that the Moon Clan have now where they can remove a unit and then deep strike it anywhere on the table.
Whoa.
So they're wholly within 24 inches of them. And
Wow.
more than 3 inches from enemies, so you can't choose one that's stuck in combat.
That's cool.
So there's a lot of really cool things. I really enjoy the Gloomspite Gets.
Because this is your first day of
This is my
playing,
first day of playing with them.
and you don't have. We have some new models, but Lee is working
He's
on.
them. I'm playing with only the models that we already had. And so
Okay.
that's limiting me a bit because there's all sorts of new heroes. You need a lot more squig herders now. If you had a lot of squigs, but not a lot of squig herders, you can't play with those squigs until you get more squig herders.
Right.
Like I'm sure your friends will be nice enough to allow you to put just regular grots in there as squig herders, but I want the actual thing. So
Yeah.
thankfully we had a bunch left over from before when they were just sold separately. So Lee's working on those.
Very nice.
And it makes you, of course, want to buy more of stuff that you didn't care about before.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy, for example, was totally useless before because he was the same points cost as bringing the one with the shaman on top.
Oh,
But
the only real difference.
it gained a shaman, 8 grots who could fire bows and fight in close combat, and all the spells of the shaman, and it became a leader.
Why? What?
And
It was the same points.
same points. This one, I said it was cheaper. I should actually double check.
You're hoping it's cheaper,
No, I'm-
or does it have?
It's 260. The one with the shaman is 300. So now,
Okay.
now it's cheaper, and it can deep strike.
Ooh.
It can't deep strike when you have the shaman on it. So right now we're playing in a cavern.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep striking because it's going like this.
It's just creeping
Isn't
on
that
the ceiling.
terrifying? Like, look at the size of that thing.
Jump down on
He's
one
like,
of my.
oh, blam!
Wow.
It's just so scary.
Jeez.
I've been playing Skyrim a lot, and that just,
Yep.
all of a sudden you walk in, it's like,
You're like, I don't see anything. Oh no.
it's like, oh, there's a hole in that ceiling with a lot of spider webs. Sneak.
And then Dan, we got some chaos stuff.
Yeah, this is what we got left in the store right now, and yeah, I need to start painting again, but this is just some,
General
Nurgle with, yeah.
You did Beast of Cast for our first one, with mostly dragon ogres.
Yeah,
It was really cool
and
looking.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
That was a cool game.
Very nice.
Yeah, we won't give any spoilers, but
Yeah, like that,
watching
I did up the other
it was
day.
terrifying watching that many dragon ogres into the field.
And a cockatrice, is that what that one is?
Yeah, I got a bunch of Skyfires I'm working on.
Okay.
But I decided to sleep tonight rather than finish them.
I understand. Sometimes
Weird choice.
it happens. It happens.
I think my favorite thing about the Gloomspite Gifts book, though, is the fact that they brought in so much stuff together.
Okay.
Moon Clan, Spider Fang, Trolls, even
That
the
is-
Gargant they threw in there as well for good measure.
Okay.
I
Because
love
all
that.
those, when they had
They're-
made all the books, they had all separated them off, right?
I feel like when they first made Age of Sigmar and they made everything smaller armies, they kind of went whoopsie. It's not as fun because you can only when you played Spider Fang, there was 2 ways to play it at a 2,000 point level. They fit perfectly. 2,000 points.
Oh yeah.
Was 3 minimum units, 3 minimum units of Spider Riders, and then just big Arachnaroks.
Yeah, and that's
Or you could bring 90 of the
the riders.
Spider Riders, one big thing and one Scuttle Boss is now what they're called.
Okay.
So it felt like they were designed to be played 2 ways.
But you only had
was it.
like those 3 options pretty much, right?
And so, and I didn't have the 90 Spider Rider, so you're kind of stuck just doing the same thing every time.
And we have a lot of
it's like-
Spider Riders too, and just not enough.
I don't have 90. I have 5, 10, 15, 20. There's 25 here. I think we have 30, which seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But no, you need 90 to do that other 2,000 point list, which is not a bad list.
Yeah.
But now it's like in my first game, it was like 40% Spider Fang, 60% Moon Clan.
Okay.
It's kind of
That
cool.
works really good together, I think, because
Yeah.
I was scared of both of it. Like the tide of guys.
Yeah, there was a lot
coming
on one
through,
side,
and then
just a few, but more.
yeah,
on
with
the other
mortal
side.
wounds like nuts.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's interesting to kind of see them together without having to do allies, because you just don't have enough points for allies to do much.
Yeah.
Allies is like you bring in one other monster,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or one hero,
It's hard
or,
to do
or
now.
one unit, which is
Yeah.
great.
I like that, though.
I'm glad, because you
I'm-
look at 40k and it's kind of a nightmare of
Yeah.
this building.
You can bring almost too much of everything.
Yeah,
Just
it's
go
a little
ham.
too much so people are able to min-max everything. With this, it stops that, but I still appreciate taking similar things and putting them into one army. I'm not talking about, like, let's combine Spider Fang, Moon Clan, and
Orcs and-
goblins and all this other stuff. No, keep those separate. Make
Yeah.
a Orc Codex next.
When we finally get a Skaven book, that's kind of what I'm hoping that they do,
man.
and bring all the clans back together, because that was my biggest issue too.
Yeah, it's too...
That's not cool,
Dispersed.
man. Yeah.
I know.
I
have
played
all
Skaven.
the clans in one book, so they each have their thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But allow you to mix and match.
And give you the battalion, so if you want to bring, all
so
of
you
one.
could. Like this. This is a 1,250 point list of mainly Spider Fang. And honestly, you could still do the 2,000 point, and now you have access to new spells and artifacts and command traits,
Yeah.
and the Bad Moon thing as it goes across the table.
That is so cool.
So even then, I could bring just Spider Fang, and it feels like a new army.
Awesome.
I could bring just Moon Clan, and it feels like a new army. And I don't even have that free piece of terrain yet that
Yeah, the Luna Shrine.
have the Moon Shrine thing that helps me bring back
Right.
Goblins and gives me
Which
the
is
Battle Shock.
like this big of a
it's
model.
huge, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Fantastic,
so I don't even have
cool.
all that new stuff yet to play around with. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great.
This is fun. I have always loved Moon Clan and stuff, though, so this makes me like it even more.
I can't remember if it was during a live stream or somebody was asking who was going to get into the Moon Clans when the books were spoiled, and I think I was just like, oh, it's 100% going to be Matthew, because
I
you've
was
been
already into it.
I know you were already into it, so
Yeah, no, I love Destruction. This is definitely my favorite of the Grand Alliances. By
Awesome.
Far, by far.
Oh yeah.
Like
it seems like we have a fairly decent representation of who likes to play what.
Death is at the very bottom. Like, if you had to order them, I would make a 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place just so I could stick Death even further down. I hate Death. It's
Death
Long
is-
grinding games.
It's just not interesting.
yeah,
What we
it's-
were talking about, it's like one of the command traits or artifacts is -1 to hit me. Or I can get an artifact where it's a bubble if everybody gets to do more mortal wounds. I'm like, the -1 to hit is powerful. But I hate it. I hate it. I hate -1 to
Okay.
hit. I'd rather do more damage
Yep.
than have you do less damage to me. I have that choice. I will choose the more damage. And not because it's better, necessarily. But because I like games where I do damage, you do damage. Not, I hit you and I do a little bit, and you hit me and do a little bit. And that's just like,
Yeah, the slow grinds, right?
let's play.
For
Let's
sure.
play.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I appreciate that much more.
And are these going to be trying to be not rushed out, but put out as fast as we possibly can?
It should
Because
come out on Tuesday.
okay,
Because tomorrow, we're playing this on Wednesday, and tomorrow is our Age of Sigmar Day. They won't be ready for then. And so they'll come out on Tuesday. So
Okay.
after the release. Yeah, we didn't get our thing early enough to get stuff out super early. I would have liked to have gotten them out before now. But it is what it is.
okay. Is there a plan to do any book review or anything like that, or is that going to just
I
kind of
think
be
so.
tacked
I
onto
think
the
so.
reports? Or
There was a bit of a postal error, and we got it a little later than we were supposed to. And so we missed the boat of putting out the book report on the actual Saturday that it was on pre-order when we normally would do it. And so a bunch of people already did. And to be honest, those are good. People will enjoy them, but I find that the battle reports of new armies do significantly better than the review of the book.
okay,
Not to say we're not going to do reviews of books, but I'm putting my effort right now to getting battle reports done, because we could
Exactly.
have been like, let's play one game and then sit down and do a review.
right.
And
Seeing
instead,
it
I'm like,
actually.
no, let's play 2 games. I want to. Maybe I'll review it after I do half a dozen battle reports.
Okay, and have a bit more of a yeah.
We'll have new models. I'll be able to have more, because otherwise it's just math hammer. I just look at it and be like, that looks like it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't
this
know,
and this
maybe.
would work if you put those together, or but yeah, and you
that's
haven't even
typically
built
the-
lists.
That's typically what the reviews are on the pre-order Saturday, because what else could they be?
Right.
And so, and we do them too, because, and we would, rather than call them reports or reviews, we usually call them first impressions.
Yes.
Because that's what they are. You can't review something you haven't played. And then usually we'll try to do like a month later, we'll do a review. But we don't have it down pat yet that we're always doing that.
Okay.
It also depends if people are actually interested in the army within the army.
Yes. Yes, that definitely helps to have the motivation to do it. And
In a perfect world, the pre-order Saturday, we would have a first impressions, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, you'd see, after you've seen a bunch of battle reports that have been out, it would be like a post half dozen game review.
okay.
And so maybe I'll do that. We'll see. No promises.
Okay. Just
Got a lot.
just letting everybody
Got a lot
know
to
because
do. Got a
I
lot
feel like
to
there's going to be those questions out there. So just
And,
trying to.
no, and I get that people want it. It's not that I don't think that you wouldn't want it. It's more just prioritizing. I got so much stuff to do
Exactly.
that I have to decide: do I sit down and do that? And of course, people are gonna be like, "Yeah, do it," because I want it. It's like, yes, but other people want other things. These
Can't
are
do
these
everything.
things. I gotta pick and choose. So, battle reports over reviews any day.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay, cool. Well, I will let you get to your game then,
Awesome.
and I will head out. Have a good game. Bye bye. And then I think the only other game is back here. Hopefully, it's still going with Dave and Luca. David, or what? What? Awkward. I think they're in the Orc studio. Oopsie. Let's back we go. Back we go. Back into the warehouse. Got some, that's the new Urban Match Train that I think there was a showcase video for. It's pretty cool. Steve used it in his Lord of the Rings game and it worked really, really well. And of course, you could use it for Age of Sigmar and any other fantasy-based game. Coming in with an open vault.
Open vault.
Hello, hello.
2.
Ah!
That was good.
God,
I liked it.
it doesn't happen every time, but I do.
Like,
The visual reaction, Cullen, is the. Did you guys feel it? The whole camera was like.
Oh, I'm sure they saw that shake. I told you wouldn't get me again. And now when
Okay, to be fair, you're pretty vigilant a lot of the time.
I know, that's the thing. I just feel bad that I wasn't this time here.
My favorite thing is he walks in the room. Oh, where's Luca?
I even counted down. But okay, anyway, what we're doing here is we're doing another Dave Learns Megakin bat rep.
Mm-hmm.
This time using majority demons. It's gonna
Okay.
say all demons, but it's
Right.
Demon Spawn isn't a demon for some reason.
I let him go on.
This
for
guy
a
here?
while.
I know.
Demon list.
Yeah, I was at the beginning. I was describing the unit. It's like, oh, all demons in my unit, and he's there like, Spawn's not a unit.
Actually.
Yeah, and so I had to correct it.
Technically.
But yeah, I'm trying that against Sylvaneth, which I haven't fought yet with Megakin anyway.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's gonna see how it goes. And right now, it's not gonna say who's winning or whatever. All I can say is that there's a lot of charcoal in these woods, and the fire is it's burning bright.
Very quick. So yeah, you're using some of the big stuff. That's the Forge World spawn right there, right?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, he's interesting. I got to roll his D3.
Yeah, we have to get to that still.
Yeah, and
That big guy.
Roticus.
Roticus?
Yes.
Yeah, we're using.
That's a
Chris's-
name character
Yeah.
one, or?
Yeah, he's the general, and he's the main character. Yeah,
Tis the one that Chris painted up.
A named character.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice job, Chris, painting that up. And so this is fun, and that's really all we're doing right now.
Yeah, this is like a 1,000 point game of Magikin versus Sylvaneth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just learning it, right? Still
Yep.
learning Magikins, learning new armies, so it's good.
I feel like that's it. You have an apple of corn back there.
I do, and I still need to eat it at
We
some
haven't got
point.
there yet.
But you're playing Nurgle.
It doesn't matter.
But I don't.
Always relevant.
I was gonna say I don't know if you really want to eat an apple of Nurgle either. It sounds gross.
I've never eaten an apple of Nurgle, to be honest, so I couldn't tell you.
I've seen a lot of apple Nurgles.
Really?
In the-
Apple of Nurgles.
In the trash?
Apples love Nurgle. Apples love Nurgle. No, the ones that are about to go in the trash.
Ah, I see.
Ah, yeah.
And you're like, I'm gonna just put this in
Yeah.
the garbage now.
Because if not, it spreads its corruption to the other.
That's right.
I get you. Sounds
So,
good.
Stay tuned, because this will be released pretty soon. So stay tuned, like within a week or two.
And obviously, it's the first Open Vault of 2019. So how was all your holidays?
Happy Vault.
My holidays.
Open Vault to everyone.
2019.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's been so long.
I have to say some things, okay? Because since it's the first one, I gotta let you guys know. For the bunker,
Nice.
the grand opening will be in June. There are a few tentative dates that are being thrown around right now, so I'm not going to say the exact date, but the opening will be in June sometime. And when I know the exact date, that will be posted.
Fantastic.
And we plan on moving our whole
everything, staff and us and whatever, over there, all of our studios, in April. And so we'll be in. We want to get settled in, and then have a lot of time to just like really let everything settle and get everything running and operational.
Yeah, make sure we have everything and all that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a huge task. Moving this.
Very exciting.
Place, it's gonna be nuts.
Very exciting though.
Yeah, and then progress at the bunker is awesome. I was there 2 days ago.
Okay.
And there's paint up. Like I haven't done an update video because it's so close to when the bunker crew is actually going to be finished working.
Okay.
So I figured I'd just do one video at the very end showing the finish of everything.
Yeah.
And then I'll do another video when we move in.
Okay.
That makes more sense, right? And so that's very close too. So that's super exciting. So walls are up and they're mudded and taped and they're painted and primed and it's very, very close. It's so close. It's so exciting. So every time I walk in there, it's like you can go into a room, and because it's insulated with that fireproofing insulation,
Right.
and then also like the drywall, and then the insulation in the ceilings above, and there's gonna be panels on top of the walls. You can yell in one of these things, and it's gonna hear like them across the hall right now because we can't hear them really. Kind of.
Yeah.
So that's my hope anyway. Is that it'll be like that? Can you hear them?
I mean, when you guys yell, I feel like sometimes you can get through, but hopefully.
Can you hear them when they're not talking? Because that's kind of loud because they weren't talking right there. So that's not really a good litmus test, but that's very exciting. That's
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your game, but everyone get hyped for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff. All right. Good game, guys.
All right, see
Have
you.
fun. You. So that has been everybody up here. We are going to pop downstairs to check out Lee in the basement and what he's up to, painting some moon plans. And down we are in the Lee basement. The Fungin. The Lee hole, as some prefer to call it.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. Definitely not a thing. But as we talked about earlier, Dan brought in, because I don't think we mentioned, of course, everyone who knows this series will recognize Dan, and he runs a gaming store in Niagara Falls, Max Russian Gaming. So he's brought us in some of the new Squig models and the moon. Is it just the Squigs right now? Just the Squigs, yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, you got some Fanatics, but are you working on them right now?
yes.
I'm gonna pop around this side and some Trolls as well. Ooh, new Fanatics. How goes the building?
It goes. I'm trying to get these done before I turn around and face the camera.
Okay, well, I will give you a moment to get those done. But of course, before the break, we saw him working on some of the Age of Sigmar Vanguard stuff here. Getting some of the... We already have a full set of it, but this is a duplication of everything. So we got some Gryph-hounds finished over here. The blue ones were the old ones, and so you made them nice and colorfully different.
Yep.
Just have a little bit of variation in them. Some nice yellow and red guys. And yeah, that's kind of that for now until Lee starts talking. That's all I can say. So, there he is.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, I'm bad back. I'm old. Yeah,
yes,
we got these into.
the new Fanatics, which if you flip it over, it has my favorite model ever. This little goblin there dying, and looks like he's. I mean, in this artwork, it looks like he's vomiting up pizza.
Yeah.
But I think he's just taken one too many spins and is now a little dizzy. And I just find it hilarious.
Yeah.
In proper orc fashion, they're pretty silly and funny. So I guess goblin, but goblins orcs.
Yeah. Goblins can get away with it.
Exactly. So
It kind of, like, for me personally, it kind of removes me from, like, the immersion of a war game when they have a bunch of silly stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think there's one of these. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, though. Yeah, because you have, like, the steel balls and then the fungoid balls.
Yep.
One of the steel balls has a face imprint.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can. It's trying to focus on focus. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty gray. So.
Yeah. It's just like a Sigmarite face. It's clunk.
Oh jeez. Why?
It's like a Looney Tunes frying pan. And it's like,
I get what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it belongs.
I see what you mean.
That's the thing.
Yeah. For some of the, especially with some of the other themed armies that are more, I guess.
Yeah, because you have this facing a Chaos Army.
Exactly. It's a bit more dark and.
Yeah, and these are just cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
And the new paint jobs are way too cartoony too.
The new squigs here on the boxes and stuff.
Yeah. I do like the champion one with armor plates on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because I mean, we
I'm
also
trying not to be negative about this. But
we also have some of the. I'm just gonna zoom in here. Some of the older ones right there.
yeah, I got 10 here, 10 in the booth. So I'm just gonna get those done.
Mm-hmm. And then, get to those eventually. But it'll at least fill Matthew's army for now.
Yeah.
So he can be able to play with some of the new rules and that kind of stuff. So that's all we have right now, right?
Yeah, I think.
For the new stuff. There's some new characters and things we might be getting from Dan soon as well.
Yeah.
But
I might try to pawn them off to Adam though.
Oh, okay.
He can leave.
Yep, because that's the other thing is we're going to get Adam to work on some of this as well, just to double up the speed to be able to get it out, because I think Matthew wants to play another game Tuesday, he was saying.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just start playing next week. So.
Mm-hmm.
But I should be able to get these done. Because I got like 3.5 days to get them done. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're mostly black, so.
That's true. Black and red with the squig, so there's not a massive amount of detail that necessarily goes into these guys.
Especially not the old ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially those guys there.
Just the cloaks and the faces. And
The squig itself.
yeah.
Maybe a little bit of the weapons and boom.
Yeah.
Good to go.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got going on right now. Just work.
As one does,
Yeah.
especially now back from the holidays. But I've been asking everyone how their holiday was and how was yours?
Yeah.
Time off?
I usually get really, really down in the dumps during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not because I'm away from home or anything. It's just I always do.
Okay.
So I just binging on Netflix and
I mean,
potato chips.
yeah, I understand that. It's
And then there was a thunderstorm on New Year's, so I just stayed in.
right. Yeah, that kind of threw everything for a loop a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you want to go outside, really.
No, I don't mind the thunderstorm, but it was raining and windy and just gross. So.
Didn't want to make the walk.
No.
Didn't want to walk in looking like a drowned rat.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but it was good. Just get a couple days vacation.
Vacation time was nice. Catch up on some sleep.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a break. Again, got to catch up on some Netflix stuff. All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I wonder what time it is. Checking watch. Wait, it's late. This has been a long open vault, everybody.
Yeah.
It has been...
It's been it's been a while.
It's probably almost an hour long now, so I will end it off now. We'll just say now. And hopefully I'll have enough time to make the vault portion. I assume I will. So we'll just turn you guys back around. So that has been today's open vault. I hope you enjoyed. And again, they're not always this long. If this is the first time you're watching this series, they're typically like half an hour. But again, came back from holidays, got a lot of stuff to talk about. And yeah, that's kind of everything for now. So I will see you all next week, next Wednesday. Or you'll see me on Thursday. Thursday. Dates. All right. My arm's falling apart. See you guys. Happy wargaming.